strip club and she's just like standing there. And I don't know, it's just like her whole shtick. And this,
as I've been seeing more criticism about Bobbi's content being anti-black or just being a strange approach given she's a white woman often entering black spaces, I can't help but think that like part of her shtick is dependent on her being a slight, thin white girl who looks like she doesn't belong there, and she's making that contrast even more stark. And I think in the beginning it was a gag, and in the beginning I think it was just generally funny to see this slight little woman put herself in different situations and act like over it. But then it starts to just become what everybody else has done in regards to hip hop for a very long time. And that's why Trisha's analysis is actually really like good constructive criticism, because she's talking about improv class and like the concept of yes and if you're always inserting yourself in a space that is not yours and being like no. And I don't watch a lot of her content, only if it like comes on my page. And you know, sometimes I think it's funny. Trisha was saying Offset was really uncomfortable with her, and that it's weird to like make a male hip hop star that you invited here feel like they are making you uncomfortable. And especially as like, again, a thin white woman doing this with mostly black men, it is an interesting dynamic to be pushing out there, like considering all of those dynamics that are already there throughout history. It starts to feel like, okay, if you were anybody else, could you pull this off? Because it does start to come off with an air of, is she judging? And that, I know this is the shtick, right? But when you zoom out, you're watching a thin white woman be uncomfortable around hip-hop culture and black men. When you zoom out, that is what it is. When you zoom in, it's funny the first couple times, but then as you start to zoom out, you're like, wait, is this so different to anything at all? I don't know. And I'm not saying she's never funny at all. I am saying I think if she was not super thin and not super tiny, I don't think it would work. I think I don't know. What do you think?